your host of the Casual Chat, and I am so excited about our guest today and our special co-host. So let's do a little housekeeping before we bring the guests on, because we always bring them on and we never get to tell everybody about us, and most of you know us. But for those of you that don't, I'm Eva Holly. I've been in radio for maybe 30 years or so, dabbled in and around it. In late 2008, October 2008, I started For A Star, where we host and plan your events. We do lots of things under that umbrella. Yet we're working on a big project right now, so a lot of things are on a back burner. You'll see on the screen our Ava's Eye Bags that benefit 21 charities across the country, and we're real excited about that project too. So welcome. I'm a poet. I'm an author, as the same as my co-host, the International Internet Radio Host Hall of Famer, right? Lifetime achiever in radio, and also one of my best friends. Love this lady to death, the Jersey Jewel, Geri Petito. You want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hey, everybody. Well, I'm honored to co-host with you and to have these guys with us. This is going to be a really cool show,
Yes,
everybody.
it is.
So, I'm the author of a book. I'll talk about my book at another time. So, I'm also a poet, and I will be reading a poem here today, okay?
And that's the perfect poem. We're not going to tell you what it is, but some of you might know.
Yeah.
That's the perfect poem for this segment, so I'm really excited about it. And thank you for bringing these wonderful guys and gals here today. I want to shout out to our live studio audience. We
Here
have
we go.
Luann and Lynn and Jackson. Hi, guys. And they're here as well. So let's welcome our Let East people, Jim Durkin, Alan David Stein. I got the names right in order? All right. Woohoo! And MK, our oldies chick, right?
Right, the
I
oldies
love
chick.
it. I love it. So we're going to be announcing a new internet radio show. I'm going to turn it over to you first, Alan, so you can tell us a little bit. I know Jim will chime in. Let you get us started.
Right. I've been doing oldies radio for a lot of years, most recently on a place whose name we shall not mention. But working, you're MK. I never.
You're Alan.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh,
We've
I
worked
listen
together.
to you all the time.
Maybe we shouldn't have sat them together.
Yeah, we've worked together for a lot of
Together
years.
for a lot of years.
Yeah, and by the way, just to get the this 2-ton elephant in the room. Where were you? How come you're not on the air on the station you were at? They made the corporate decision. This was not the people we work with. This was not, I'm not going to mention any name, but the people from the station that we talked about, it was not them. It was a corporate decision to have no more DJs, to have just music. So here we are, and we're thrilled to be here, and that's the important thing.
Yes,
And this is your
absolutely.
first launch, right, for the new
Yes.
new show?
Yeah.
So MK, what's your role in the company?
Well, I'll be doing a show on basically on Sundays. It's the Sunday afternoon get together, and I'll be basically just doing the show and having a good time and keeping the music alive, which is the main focus of the station.
Awesome. And Jim, how can people find you? Is it up online yet?
Well, they're going to be able to go to memoriesmusic.us, and they will be able to tap on the link to it, and they'll be able to download right into the radio station.
Now, do all of you have your own show there? Do you have your own show?
Yes,
or-
I have done for years, the last 5 years or so, I was doing the morning show. I was host of Doo-Wop Drive, and the name is staying, Doo-Wop Drive, my show. That will be on now. All these shows, by the way, because a lot of times with other internet stations, if you're not there at 6:25 in the morning till some weird time, no, everything will be on demand. So
Oh,
there
that's
will be
cool.
live things also. But so you want to hear MK, and Sunday you're going to a ball game or whatever. Fine, I think it's better to listen to MK. But no, but all week, that week, the show will be there, so you can listen there and tell all your friends that right now, go to here and press it.
That's
So,
cool. So
yeah.
it's like archived almost.
That's the word. Yeah. Thank you. You can tell she's been reading.
And-
Well,
and-
if the Mets win, that's better than listening to me. That's you know.
Yeah, well, but the thing is,
But then again-
you're on at least once a week. The
I'm
Mets
on at
winning
least once a
is-
week.
it
Winning
depends
is,
on the,
I saw a cool picture of you with your headphones on and
Yes.
behind your wheels of steel, and so that was really
It's
cool.
a lot of fun.
Yes. So Jim, give us an idea of how this is going to work. What are the other show lineups?
Well, right now, we're right in the infant stage, and
Bring your mic a little closer, babe.
when when this
that's
all
good.
went down and they got rid of the DJs, I came up with the idea that I want to keep the music alive and I want to keep it going. I don't know if everybody in the room knows this, but I am the music director for Let East, and it's a big car show that goes on up at the Parsippany Hilton every Labor Day weekend. I hire all the entertainment. I am a musician myself.
Ladies.
Jerry's got the Let East shirt on. There you go.
Yeah.
And I have a 10-piece band, of which I am the only person that really doesn't have a resume. I'm the lightweight in the band. Everybody else has been around the circuit. So I have a great wealth of musicians. I'm blessed to have these people. We do a phenomenal job. And when they kicked the DJs loose, I kind of like took it personal because I always listened to that radio station. Now the only time I hear a live broadcast on that radio station is when I hear the guy doing shadow traffic, I hear the guy doing the weather. Otherwise, there's no personalization. We used to go up and visit Alan at his station when he was doing Doo-Wop Drive, and we would do live interviews. I'd bring my singers up there, and they would sing. We lost that. So in that essence, I came up with the idea to make a radio station. So we're going to have a radio station. This is going to be the first time it's going to be let loose out there. It's going to be called Memories Music Radio.
Is that the logo up on the screen?
That
Yep.
is the logo.
That's
it is.
beautiful. I love it. love
And
it.
Ruben, there it is.
Yeah.
you
on
folks
the
out
other
there are
side.
going to be able to just tap on the link on my website. You can read about the band. You can listen to the music. MK is going to do a show Sunday afternoon, 1 to 4. And in the tradition of following suit with the late Don K. Reed, he used to do the Doo-Wop Shop on WCBS FM 101, which we all grew up with. And we're going to have that show, Alan's Doo-Wop Drive, will be Sunday nights, 7 to 10.
Nice, nice. So rattle off that site again, where people can find it.
It's memoriesmusic.us.
Ah, there it is
and
right
they'll-
there.
And
Great.
they will click on the link, and it will take them right to the radio station.
Awesome.
Close that
awesome.
door,
So
babe.
when is the actual first show? Do you know?
The actual first show, it's going to be christened, it's going to be debuted live from Let East, Friday night, August 29th at 7 p.m.
I was going to ask you about that if you were going to do something at Let East to promote the new
Yeah.
things. So
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
we used to do with the other station. We would go live with Doo-Wop Drive Friday nights from Let East. So it'll be the same place, same everything. We're going to have a blast. We're going to have guests, I'm sure, and it's going to be a blast. And by the way, just one thing I want to add to what Jim was saying about Memories Music. I consider them an all-star team. You have people from some of the the really great groups. A lot of them formerly a cappella groups. A lot of them show bands. And there'll be, you have Cindy, who is with the Clifton Airs. You have, maybe, Jim, you can go through the lineage of some of the people, some of the past bands they've been in.
Some major heavy hitters. My lead guitarist, Jim Sattin's been around the circuit, played with a lot of major heavy hitters. He was the MD for Bo Diddley. This guy plays one hell of a guitar, let me tell you. And he's concise and he's good. My bass player is Butch Holland. He's been around the circuit also. He played with Little Isidore. He's the bassist for the Capris, and I'm blessed to have him with me. Then I have George Tuzio. George Tuzio is one of my keyboardists,
Yep.
formerly from J&E Americans. I have I call him, the term of endearment, my maestro, is Hal Keschner.
Yep.
He is the music director. And Hal used to run the shows for the Geeter. So Hal, in his own way, is a heavy hitter because he's got musical knowledge that could bar none. Alan, do you remember when we did the show when we were having problems with the sound, when you and Hal did the songs from the themes from the TV shows? And
Oh,
you,
yeah.
You would throw it out at Hal, and
Hal is a musical genius. He's one of these people, and there's only one other person I've ever seen do this, a comedian named Sarge, who's very good, by the way. Hal, if you throw out, like the one I love to do, theme from Gilligan's Island, and you just, okay, dun 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 dun. He know, and it could be any song, when we had kind of a party and everybody was singing a few months ago, and there was in the next party room. It was, I think, a girls' either lacrosse or soccer team, high school kids. So they came in and
Oh, yeah.
and they said,
Yeah.
and I was saying, anybody want to throw out a song? And they threw out some song that I'm sure none of us here heard of ever, including Hal.
Yep.
And he goes, so they sang like about 2 bars of it. He goes, okay, I got it. Boom, nailed it.
That's right. That was at the restaurant, the pizza place.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
Speaking of a party, I love that shirt.
Oh,
my gosh.
One
they're
thing,
having a
I
party
MC a
right
lot
here.
of concerts, and the one thing, excuse me, I love about Let East is I get to wear my Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah.
And quick Hawaiian shirt story, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
I had lost, you think I'm big now, I used to be much bigger, lost a lot of weight, and all the suits, I looked like, remember that Little Rascals episode where they have the Aladdin's lamp and the adults, became kids, only they're wearing the adult-sized clothes? That's what I looked like. So I bought a bunch of Hawaiian shirts. And the Royal Teens were part of it then, who wears short shorts? And so I also had one of those Hawaiian shirts had matching shorts. And they said to me, would you like to, and I cannot sing, but with a song like Short Shorts, said, would you want to stay on stage and sing with us, Short Shorts? And I was like, yeah. So what happened was I had this great idea, and what I was going to do is under my my pants have those shorts and just drop the pants on stage. And my wife, who happens to be here, I'll never forget this. She goes, "Come here." What? She puts one hand on each of my shoulders and said, "Alan, there are so very many ways this can go so very, very wrong."
I remember that story.
So they had one of those, I don't know what you call them, where you change behind it. So I did that during the bridge and ran out. But
Wait, I have a short story.
tell me.
So the Royal Teens were live in studio recently.
Oh.
And so do you know how that song came to be?
No.
It's really cool. So they were young teenagers and they only had the music. So they went into the studio back then, here's your 50 cents, $1, whatever, to record. And they said, this is great, but we want words. And they were like, words? So they all get in the car and they're driving around the neighborhood and they see a hot young girl in short shorts and they start singing. That's why there's not too many words to the song. And they went right back and they said, we got the words. And look at the hit all over
Right.
the world.
Yes. And
Right?
the pedigree from that group, by the way, on Short Shorts, Al Cooper.
Yep.
And also Bob Gaudio from the Four Seasons.
right.
So
Wow.
I interviewed Bob, yep. Very cool.
he's great. So did I. He's wonderful.
That's cool.
But at Let East, I just want to share this. So, guys, if you can see my shirt, I have my logo and the Let East logo, and I had 3 different ones made because when I first emceed for Let East, I got dressed up. I did my hair. If 12 people didn't rush up to me that night, I'm lying. Jared, look, you look really pretty, but that's not you. We need your hat and your T-shirt. So the next year, I got all different T-shirts made, and that's how I had to do it. I said, all right. So here I am with the Let East crew. I'm the only one with a logo. What's wrong with you people?
Well, I got boys. Disgusting.
I got the
race-ridden
Do-Up
boys,
shirt
you know.
last year
Hey,
at
listen,
Letty.
not for
Do-Up
nothing.
Radio.
we're promoting Let East, absolutely. But we're also moving this radio station.
we're going to be talking all about the radio
yeah.
station in about 10 seconds. So
Yeah,
real
absolutely.
quick, does anyone have any other ladies to say? Anything?
Yeah, well,
I'm going back to the music guys in my band, as soon as you're done.
Oh, you're not done with that.
No.
That's
well,
right, I forgot.
just want to mention the concert. Friday night, I believe you are emceeing.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be Michael Zanman, who's wonderful. I was with him the other.
Oh,
Yeah, we
I
were all
love
with
Michael.
him the
Shout
other day.
out to Michael Zandman.
And Michael D'Amore.
Shout out to Michael
He is
D'Amore.
amazing. He is amazing.
We love you
Saturday
guys.
night, it's a group called, I believe, yes, Memories Music will be there.
Oh, wow.
Step by Step, which is a tribute group for Johnny Maestro. They do Crest songs. They do, of course, Brooklyn Bridge songs. And they were originally formed by Tony Aquino, who does the lead, does the
Yeah.
Johnny part. Is great. For those of you who remember on the old station when we did that live thing from the now gone Connor Chevrolet, this is like 8 years ago. It was an incredible night. He was part of that. But anyway, the group was started by Grace Mastrangelo, Johnny Maestro's widow. So pretty good. And the headliner, this is going to be great, and that is going to be Harold Melvin's Blue Notes. And, a tip of the toupee or whatever to Jim for getting them because, you have a lot of people there who, I want 60, I want 70s, and of course us hardcore doo-wop people. Here's one of the rare groups that are both. They had, of course, The Love I Lost, and If You Don't Know Me By Now, so many great
Yeah.
soul hits in the 70s. But remember the Blue Notes, as in My Hero, and so many other great group harmony songs? Same guys, and they'll be doing both.
And that's going to
Be
be
a great
awesome.
show.
All right, Jim.
Finish up about
Finish up your
your
band.
band. Come on, baby.
Let's hear
Okay,
it.
so what we're going to go to, my latest acquisition was Tony Signa, sax player, formerly with Joey Dean of Starlighters. And now we're going to move into the vocals. Everybody knows, you've heard him mention it before, but that guy Mike D'Amore, he's a part of Memories Music. Okay, I have Mike Del Franco, one of my vocalists, his wife Pam Del Franco. I have the infamous Cindy Taylor as a vocalist, and newly acquired member to the band is Gary Vaccaro. So there's full 4-part harmony with the group. There is 6 musicians, and the one thing about Memories Music is nobody in that group is the single star. The entire group is the star, because without the entire piece to the puzzle, you have no puzzle.
Yep,
Yep.
I agree with you
Can't miss one
1,000%.
Yep. So, MK,
Yes,
so your show's going to be from 1 to 4.
1 to 4.
That's a long show. So tell us a little bit, what kind of stuff are you going to include in your show?
Mainly 60s, a little 50s, some 70s.
And it's all music. Now
It's
you're
all
going to have
music.
guests or talking or just all music?
No, it's going to be all music.
All music.
Yeah, yeah. On the previous station, I did 1 to 5, and it was the Sunday afternoon get-together. So I'm still going to be doing that, only it's going to be 1 to 4.
And with music. So
With
you'll
music,
be getting
yes.
together with your 60s groups.
Yes.
Do you play Elvis?
I will play Elvis, I will play Martha Reeves, I will,
right.
whatever you want.
Elvis, baby, Elvis.
Elvis was just, we just came back from Virginia last night. My favorite travel place to stop is Cracker Barrel because I love the store. And they had a whole rack of Elvis
See?
T-shirts
Come
and
on.
stuff. And I think, it's Elvis week coming up
Yep.
soon. So they celebrate the anniversary of his death in Graceland with a candlelight vigil on the night before his passing. So that's cool. But I saw all these Elvis shirts. They were like the black background shirts like this with
Yep.
Elvis different pictures
Very
all
cool.
over it.
It's back in the day, I used to do afternoon drive on the previous station, and I used to joke, and I actually had blue slippers, and I used to joke, I'm okay, we're gonna get together, and I'm having on my blue suede slippers. And it was kind of like a takeoff, but it was kind of like a mini tribute to Elvis.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool. We love it. We're huge Elvis fans. And Jerry could tell you. You want to tell the story of how God and Elvis saved your life?
Sure. Is that okay, Alan?
Your show?
No,
No, yeah, of course.
Yeah? All right. So we have sensitivity in our audience today. That's why I'm asking. So many moons ago, I was doing things I shouldn't have been doing, okay? And I was in my car with a friend at 1 o'clock in the morning in Trenton, New Jersey. And back in the day, I had beauty salons. And I had a black and gold Eldorado Cadillac 1990 with Elvis license plates. And a lot of my clients from the beauty salons were very wealthy Jewish women. One of my clients is still in my life today, and she was the municipal court judge, the boss of all the judges. And I used to take that car and meet her for lunch at the courthouse often, Mercer County. So that particular night, we were stopping to buy our stuff, and our person didn't have our stuff. So he had to get in my car, and we had to go to someone else's house for our stuff. And the cop car, unmarked, was following us and recognized my Elvis plates and knew I was a friend of the judge from the courthouse. And he called her in the middle of the night. He waited till he got back in my car with the stuff, pulled us over, and said, Jerry, Judge so-and-so said, get this guy out of your car, get the stuff out of your car, go home, get some rest, get some help. And I did exactly that. And here I am today,
How many years later?
34 years later.
Wow, that's
Wow. Wow.
Okay? So
Amazing.
I open my show and close my show each year with how God and Elvis saved my life.
Crazy,
he
huh?
used Elvis, yeah.
Yeah, so many signs. I see signs.
If
all
I
the
didn't have
time,
those
you know,
license
with
plates, he
things.
wouldn't have recognized my car.
Yeah, yeah. So Jim, so you're going to have your debut at Let East, correct?
Yes.
When is the first time after that people can get you online?
Well, what's going to happen is we're going to take that Friday show that Alan's going to do, and then we're going to rebroadcast it on Sunday.
Oh,
So-
perfect.
Because we're still going to be at Let East.
Yep.
So there's not going to be enough time for him to redo a new show. So we're just going to take it, rebroadcast it, so if somebody missed it, they'll pick it up again.
Nice.
And then they're going to move forward, and they will do their individual shows and their projects, and we're going to keep this music going. We're going to keep it going from the 50s to the 70s with Motown, and
Oh, that's cool.
That's the way it's going to happen, because everything that I'm doing with the radio station is exactly what I do with my band.
Mm-hmm.
We do a little 50s, not a lot, because the crew is dying off. But there are people who still want to hear some of it, so we do a few songs.
Sure.
A lot of 60s, a lot of Motown, 70s. We don't dip into the disco because that's a different genre of music.
Mm-hmm.
But there's enough there in that time period between that.
It's a transition period, really.
Well, you figure you got almost 35 years worth of music there.
Yeah.
The 50s, 60s, 70s, and I like some of the 80s music, but I don't think I really want to go there
No.
just yet.
Don't do
It's
it. Don't
different.
do it.
I like the 80s music
And
too, but
bring
it's
some
different.
extra
Yeah.
50s in. Come on, we still love it.
Yeah, there's one thing I find, and I always said this. First of all, I'm younger. I'm an absolute doo-wop person, as Lynn will tell you. And I'm younger than the music. I mean, I remember there was a guy on the radio, Gus Gossard, back early 1970. This is 1971 on a station that's not there anymore, WPIX. And the rest of the station was top 40. In fact, the DJ on before him was Jerry Carroll, Dr. Jerry. And if you guys don't know who he is, if you live in the New York area, all I have to do is say, Crazy Eddie, his prices are insane.
Now, wait a minute. My father gave him that name.
Really?
My
Dr.
father
Je-
gave him the name Crazy Eddie, yep.
Wow.
Oh, Crazy
Yeah,
Eddie.
Crazy Eddie. No, my
I
father
thought
gave
you
him
meant
the
Jerry,
Crazy
yeah.
No, the Crazy Eddie name my father gave
Wow,
him.
Eddie Antar, yeah.
Yep. That's
Wow,
crazy,
wow.
right, that you mentioned that?
But as far as, it was, so it was, and he was that frenetic on the air, Jerry, he should rest in peace, he's gone now. And then all of a sudden, here's a guy, he was like 21 at the time, and, again, I'm in high school, so everybody is, hey, man, play Led Zeppelin or whatever. And I'm like, no, play the harp tones, because he would come on and say, hey, man, this is the Gossard. Here's, Cleve Duncan and the Penguin. And I'm like, this music blew me away. Willie Winfield and the harp tones and everybody. And it was, so I'm younger than the music. There's two kinds of people who love doo-wop. There's the nostalgia people. Yes, remember, oh, yes, with my girlfriend in the backseat of the drive-in, et cetera, et cetera. And there's people who just love it for the harmonies, for the music.
I was born in '61, and I always say on every one of my shows, I was born too late. My music is Elvis, oldies, and doo-wop.
There you
I was
go.
born in '61 too, and when I did the party DJ circuit, I fell in love with '40s music, and
Oh,
then
yeah.
fell
Oh,
in
great.
love with
Right.
'50s. And I mean, my sister is a little older than me, and she used to run around the house singing all the '50s and '60s stuff. But I wound up loving all that, right through '40s, '50s, '60s, '70s. I love
is.
all
It's
that,
a
and
great-
Elvis, of course.
Yeah, with do-up, the harmonies are just so,
Take the mic.
heavenly,
Mind-blowing.
literally.
They're mind blowing. Yep. Jerry, what do you want to ask these guys?
So I want Jim to really talk about the station now. I want to know, like, from the beginning, where your thoughts were when you said we're going to do this, and how you ended up getting to do it with these guys. But I have one more question before you tell that story. I don't think you and I have ever talked about this. Who were some of your musical legends growing up?
Well, that's a big hit there. You know this. I'm a big Drifters guy.
Yes, I know that.
So, Maestro, Johnny Maestro, absolutely one of the best. Bobby Miranda, he's a Patterson guy.
Yep.
I'm a
Yeah.
Patterson guy. Okay? You listen to these guys, you listen to the songs, Frankie Valli, Jersey guy. Just going on and on and on, back to all of those music. Tommy James, when he came out with Hanky Panky.
Yeah, and the Shondells, yeah.
He's from Cedar Grove. You watch these guys, they do their thing, but the thing that I keep going back to, I revert back to all the time, and everybody says to me, where did that name Memories come from?
Right.
Well, we were sitting talking one night, Luann and I, and we were talking
Hi,
about
Luann.
the music. What are we going to call the group? What are we going to do? Memories, music. One song jogs the memory. With
I
the
was
one
just going to
song,
say that. That's so
with
true.
the memory, now you have Memories Music. I already own the LLC for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's being trademarked. So now it's Memories Music Radio.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it.
So,
too.
all right,
It's
who
great.
actually really came up with the name? You or Luann? I'm just curious.
She did.
I thought so. Yay! So now what else is happening with it?
So we're moving along. And when they did this, and I'm very close with Alan. We talk 3-4 times a week.
This guy.
That guy.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Right
3
here.
4 times
That
a day.
Mr. Met over there.
And Yankees. I'm both. I'm
I'm
an
both,
equal.
too. I'm both.
Yeah.
When they canned everybody, I took it personal because I listened to that radio station all the time.
Everyone took it personal. Beautifully said. Continue.
When CBS became Jack Radio or Jock Radio, whatever the hell it was
Jack.
back in,
Jack.
Yeah.
when they
horrible.
screwed up the programming, I deviated to 1250, local station. Then I have a family member that I found out later on that works for the channel. I didn't know that. I said to Alan when we were talking about this, I says, Alan, we have to keep your voice on the radio. We have to keep the program going. We have to keep the music alive. We're going to build a radio station. And he looked at me like I was nuts. Luann thought I was nuts.
Oh, Luann knows you're not. Come on, girlfriend.
So, putting everything to the side, listening to everybody telling me I'm nuts, which I got 3 sets of papers that say I'm normal anyway, so I'm good. They're in the bathroom at home.
Don't make me crack up. Go ahead.
We're going on with this, and now I'm going to jog your memory to go back a couple of years ago.
Okay.
I tried to build Lead East Radio, but the powers to be at Lead East dropped the ball. So you know what? Now it's my ball. And I'm taking the ball down the court, and we're going in for the score. You know?
Cool.
And once we get to the top of the key, we're going to put it through, and we're going to get a three-pointer.
Okay.
All right? So Memories Music Radio is going to be alive. It's going to happen. We're going to expand because I really see this thing growing. I think the seed is planted, and I think it's going to get watered, and it's going to take off.
So you got the 2 words, Jim. When someone says, "Oh, you're crazy, you can't do this, blah, blah, blah," you know what your 2 words are, right? Watch me.
Well, his 2 words are different, but we can't repeat them.
But those 2 words are very powerful, you know, and here you are doing it. You're doing it.
You know, Ava, I got to be honest with you. In my career, it's always been adapt and overcome.
Mm-hmm. We do adapt and adjust.
In the music business, all right, nothing's perfect. You always have to adapt and overcome,
Mm-hmm.
all right, because as time goes on, there's always a glitch. I can remember when we were doing a show with the Brooklyn Bridge, and the bassist is playing, and he blew his amp in the middle of the show.
Ooh.
First thing, and thank God I was sitting right there. First thing I did was look over to the sound guy. I says, "Can you put that bass right through your system?" And he says, "Yes, I can." I said, "Do it right now. The show must go on." And you know something? That's what we're going to do. The show must go on. So we're going to keep the music going. For those of you that are out there, November 1st at the Totowa PAL, 150 Chamberlain Avenue in Totowa Borough, New Jersey, we're going to do a Halloween bash. It's going to be a Halloween party. There'll be a first, second, third place prize. It'll be catered. It'll be BYOB. And if anybody needs tickets or anything like that, they can reach out to me. We'll take care of business. This is going to happen. Now, the caveat to that is I could bring the band in, absolutely. But everybody goes to an event and they listen to the bands. Well, we're doing something different. We're going to bring the radio station and do a live broadcast right from the Halloween party.
That's cool.
Oh,
I was
that'd
there
be
last
really
year.
cool.
And it'll be something different where the people that are actually participating in the event can be interviewed.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
One of the DJ teams, I don't remember who they are, but one of the DJ teams generally around, did a diner tour where they had the radio
They did.
live.
It was
in the-
WMTR. We used to do it there because I
it was
met
Tony.
Chris Edwards and
that's kinda
Steve
cool.
Pelletier at the, we were up at the Randolph Diner and stuff like that. Luann and I went up there to have breakfast
I think
with them.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's 2 of my favorite people in the world too, Steve and Chris. I spoke to Chris yesterday, as a matter
Nice.
of fact.
Nice. So that's something.
I thought I was one of your 2 favorite people in the world.
Ava,
You're
the
at
only
a
thing-
special level.
He said one of.
There's people, and then there's Jerry.
All right, see, he just cleared that up.
The only thing I will say to you as far as Memories Music and Memories Music Radio is,
Yep.
the best is yet to come.
Yeah. Nice. I love it. How many different shows do you have scheduled right now? Do you have a few?
Right now, we have 2. I'm working on 3, possibly 4. Ultimately, my goal is 24/7.
Nice. Nice. That'll be-
24/7.
Yeah.
So
That'd be
that
great.
means a lot of Elvis. Wow.
Yeah, and what's there now? is-
Just for you,
it'll-
Jerry.
Thank
It'll
you
be
very much.
everybody on demand. It'll have, lists. You want to hear MK? Boom. You press it and there it is. When she's not live. So it's going to be great.
Nice. How do
Very
you
cool.
feel about all this, MK? You excited?
I'm very excited about
Yeah,
it. It's
yeah.
a little bit out of my comfort zone because I'm used to doing things differently, but this is a whole new thing
It's
for me,
all-
and I'm
it's all
very
just music,
excited
yeah.
about it because I'm learning something new.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll be able to transition
Oh,
into
yeah.
that easily. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. So, Jared, you want to read your poem?
Okay, I sure do.
I think it's a good time.
All right.
Don't you?
I do too. So, guys, I wrote this poem called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. And the main reason I wrote it was because there are a lot of people out there questioning their self-worth and think they have nothing to offer. And I'm here to tell you that every single person was born with some sort of a gift. You just have to figure out what it is and utilize it. I mean, think about this, guys. What would we do without sanitation workers, right? Think about that. So I think everybody is important and has something to offer. But if you're struggling with your worth, please listen to every word of this poem, okay? We are born with talents, we are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used, God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our jobs to share them to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second-rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, Memories Music Radio, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And that's what this radio station is going to do. You know, keeping the music alive to the majority of people, more people than you guys even realize, even the young people, okay? All the young indie artists I've interviewed, I'm talking, one of them was 8 years old, okay? Everyone I asked the same question to. What do you think of the oldies? What do you think of doo-wop? And what do you think of Elvis? And in their own words, every single one of them have always said that if it wasn't for that music, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing. And that is the truth, guys. So never stop.
Music, oldies music, is the common denominator
Yep,
for everything that's out there today.
that's right. That's right. You know?
When you look at the total picture, and in the police jargon, we call it the totality of the circumstance. It started on Street Corner Harmony.
Yep.
Look at the group today, Pentatonics,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah.
They-
Yeah, I love
they-
them.
They do their own thing.
Yeah.
The guy's pounding on his chest, making the drum sounds.
Isn't that amazing what they do?
Yeah, they're amazing. I watched them win a talent competition.
Okay.
They were,
Amazing.
they are amazing. They're just amazing.
If you put a baby, an 8-month-old baby in a rocker, and you turn music on, that baby's going to bounce. It's innate, okay? And it's the truth, right? The ladies will tell you that baby will bounce.
Yep.
And it's also, and you've heard this a lot of times, a lot of radio stations use this phrase, the soundtrack of our lives. I mean, we all have one like this. To me, all right, You Can't Hurry Love, the Supremes. I'm walking on the sand at Mirror Lake Beach Club in Edison, New Jersey. It's the summer of 1966. I'm there. I mean, Whiter Shade of Pale or The Weight, two songs, you close your eyes, you're in the 60s. I mean,
right.
I hear that song, my hair, instead of like this,
That's right.
becomes a lot darker and down to here again.
You're right.
You know?
And the songs jog memories. That's exactly what you're saying,
Yeah.
right? You know, you hear a song, like, oh man, I forgot all about that,
Right.
and the song brings that back. So it's great that we bring the younger crowd to it. So the education is important, getting the word out there for memoriesmusic.us. Go visit. It's important to get that out there because that's where it stems from, right?
Yeah.
The first time I went to Graceland, I met a young kid, 8 years old. No, he might have been 10 years old, named Kai, dressed in all Elvis garb.
Wait.
And Kai came to New Jersey.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay,
I
right.
met him in Graceland the first time, and I found out a month later he was here
Okay,
doing
yep.
an interview. Not here, but
Yeah.
here in Jersey.
Yeah.
And
I
you might have
interviewed
met him. Yeah.
I interviewed him.
You interviewed
I
him.
interviewed
Yep.
Kai.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that is so cool,
He
right?
was dressed in his Elvis outfit in his living room, and his parents set the whole scene up. Okay, it was so cool. So what were you going to say?
You know, going back to the common denominator thing, back in 2014, when we did our first Passaic County Fair concert, Now, Passaic County, like most of the counties today, are multicultural. I'm sitting behind my drums, and as I'm playing, I'm watching the crowd. I see people of different religions, different nationalities, the whole gambit. You watch them, you talk about the baby bouncing,
Yep.
or you watch the people swaying. Me
Yeah.
being a drummer and being the owner of the band, when I'm doing a gig, I watch for the people in the seat, I watch for their feet, I watch for their swaying, I watch for their head going back and forth. When they start up to get on the floor and dance, then I know I really got them. But just the small gestures they're doing. You read people. Being a former cop, that's all I did. I read people. So, you know, you watch, and the most important thing is, I'm going to deliver.
Amazing. Amazing.
I love it. I love it. So what else? Let's get some final thoughts. Tell me what you think of, how you're getting ready to do this and, how your thought process working. Give us some final thoughts.
Well, I'm going to be actually playing records, vinyl.
Vinyl, wow. Yeah, that's good.
But
That's awesome.
logistically, my collection is in the basement, so I got to bring everything upstairs, which is not a problem. I just got to figure out what I'm going to do. So that's going to be the exciting part.
You're going to be playing vinyl.
Yeah, that's
That
cool, right?
is ridiculously cool.
It is
Yes.
cool.
I still have my 45s from when I was a kid.
I don't think the vinyl's ever going to go out of style.
I
No
don't
matter
think so
what
either.
comes
I don't
about.
think so either.
It always comes back to the vinyl,
And
I don't know. I
vinyl's
got
hot
4
again.
jukeboxes. I can't fathom not having vinyl.
But they have vinyl, don't they?
They're all vinyl.
She says what
Yeah,
you're saying,
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
You were
So-
going to say something, Jim?
We're going to keep it going. And, the fact that she's doing vinyl, Alan's got his shows that he's done before with all his music archives, the music library that we're building. We're going to make this happen. And
It's already happening.
you can feel the anxiousness.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel how intense it is, because you know why? Because the people that I've hooked up with have passion. And they care about what they do. It's not about making money, okay? It's a passion.
It's
You
for the
know?
love of the music, basically,
Yep.
to keep everything going.
You got it.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Even if it brings a sad memory, you still want to hear it. It touches your heart, whether it's a good memory or a sad memory. It still touches your heart.
How many songs bring a tear to your eye just
Yeah.
when you're listening to them on the radio? It's crazy.
Usually the
Really
one that I got
touches that
married to the
emotions.
first time.
Listen, whenever I interview singers, I always ask them, and this is a hard question, all right? Do you ever have that one song that has stayed with you forever? Okay, that's your favorite song. Can any of you answer that question?
Up on the roof.
Okay, that's it. The Drifters, come on.
Dancing in the street, but it's got to be Martha and the Vandellas.
Okay,
Of course.
beautiful.
Anything by the Harp Tones.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a favorite song, but this song always shows up when something's happening in my life, when there's change in my life, and it's a Beatles song, Let It Be. And every time I hear it's the weirdest times that I hear it. And it's like always when there's something going on, and I always listen to There Will Be an Answer, Let It Be.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, of course, mine's Elvis, but it's a song you probably don't even know. You might. Wooden Heart.
Oh, yeah, that's a
I
great
was little,
song.
and my mother got me a wooden heart, a 3D wooden heart for a necklace. I still have the wooden heart. Okay, but I'm telling you the story for a reason. I was interviewing this woman, and I said, do you have that song? And she cracked up and yelled out, girls just want to have fun. And I cracked up laughing because there's not a person alive that doesn't start moving and giggling when they hear that song, okay?
Right.
I can't
Right?
believe you said that song. My late daughter, whenever I had her on the air with me through different stations, I was on 101.5 for years, this other one, and so on. And as I would cue the Dana theme and just right into Girls Just Want to Have
There you
Fun.
go.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. And some of the songs like take me back to the movies. You hear a song and I see it playing in the movie. Just crazy.
Let's go to the 70s, okay? Maxine Nightingale did right back where we started from. And here we go. We're going back.
Remember what movie that was from?
No.
That was in the movie Slapshot.
Oh, I
It
don't,
was.
I'm not a movie guy, so I couldn't.
You'll love. Oh, I know you. You'll love Slapshot. See it.
There's a song
Very
Billy
funny.
Joel did that they did in 13 Going on 30, and every time I hear it, I see her character, banging in the closet with the song coming down. It's such a great song. But there's an Elvis song that always gets me because I had a friend who was an Elvis tribute artist that we met on the weirdest circumstances yet, like you said, signs, right? So he used to sound just like Elvis when he sang this song. And I always told him that was his sweet spot song. So whenever I helped him with his shows a lot, and he had passed away several years ago, died from the same thing my mother died from. But every time I hear that song, I always say, "Hey, Ted," and he's coming down to say hello,
What's the song?
The song is Mesa Blues.
Oh, okay.
And I'd always hear him and singing that. So I'd help him with his shows, and every time he did that song, he would dedicate it to me. And so when I always hear Mesa Blues, I'm like, he's coming to tell me something. He's coming to say hello, So.
All right, so what about a favorite Elvis song? Come on, we'll start with you, Smiley.
Let's go with the cop theme, Jailhouse Rock.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
here
that's
we
one of my
go.
favorites.
Wait,
That's one of my favorites.
Wait. I have a Jailhouse Rock story. Okay, so
Did you get locked up?
listen, I have a juvenile delinquent card from Long Island City, New York at the age of 10, guys. Very proud of it. I called
She
the
talked
precinct.
too much.
No, I called the precinct. They're trying to look for a copy of it for me
So you can
because
frame it.
I would beat up bullies that were 10 times my size. I would get beat up. I didn't care, but I would hit them because they were bullying little kids, and I was a little kid, and I was a tiny little kid, but I have a JD card, and I want it so bad. I wish I kept it. So anyway, Jailhouse Rock.
Yeah.
So I'm in the car with my driver, Big Ricky, okay? And Jailhouse Rock comes on because I only listen to the oldies and Elvis stations. And all of a sudden, number 47 says to number 3, "You're the cutest jailbird I ever did see." And as straight and serious as could be, he says, "Yep, Elvis was gay." And I cracked up. And I said, because they're all men, and he's saying the cutest jailbirds you ever did see. I said, I never even thought about that. I said, I can't even yell at you right now because the song sounds like that.
That's
Right?
funny because I never realized that they were all men. I mean, in the movie, maybe they weren't all men because he says, "I sure would be delighted with your company." Right after that.
No, they were men in a prison.
But people weren't searching for those, the dirty
Yeah.
double entendres back
Right.
then.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the exception of 60 Minute Man. I mean, that one. Hello.
All right, so what were your favorite Elvis songs?
I want you. I need you. I love you.
Mine's Good Luck Charm.
Oh, okay.
I
Very
like
cool.
I've got
the
it.
review also. As well.
Yeah.
I've got to just bring up another artist, though, and not a doo-wop artist, but from the 50s. If this man had lived, I firmly believe he would be thought of as one of the musical geniuses of the 20th century. You can guess who I'm going with now, Buddy Holly.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
What are you kidding?
True Love
Right.
Ways,
Yep.
You kidding?
masterpiece.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Absolute masterpiece.
I'll say this much about this project that we're doing with Memories. And we're going to go now to a different genre of music. We're going to the 80s.
Oh, boy.
I'm leaving. No.
Okay. Well,
Wait a minute.
Listen,
80s was good too.
you're gonna like
Yeah.
what I'm going to say.
Okay.
All right? Even though I'm touching the 80s. Memories Music Radio. Don't Stop Believing, because we're going to make it happen.
Good song.
I
That's
see
a
what
you
really
did
good
there.
song.
Yeah.
too.
All right, that was
absolutely.
pretty good.
That was pretty
Yeah.
good.
Did you think of that all by yourself?
Absolutely.
All right, good. I'm just saying,
I'm good like that.
All right.
Who'd I miss
Another-
on final thoughts?
That was really
Yeah,
good.
well, do I have time for a quick story?
Yeah,
Another
go
quick
ahead.
story? Yeah, of different songs that have meant a lot. And I used to say this whenever I worked with the Five Satins. I would tell this story on the same way. And now, unfortunately, Fred has passed away, Fred Paris. So you guys get it. And that is In the Still of the Night.
Oh, come
I mean,
on.
what a song.
Great song.
I mean, that song is meant to me, and I'll say this the way I've said it on stage a lot of times. That song, wow, that was my wedding song. And you know how long my love has lasted for that song? it's lasted, well, a hell of a lot longer than the marriage did. So there we go.
Jeez.
Well, maybe you ought to change your new theme song to The Love I Lost.
Yeah.
Is
No.
that your final thought?
No, my final thought
Is that your final answer?
it's going to be great to
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
be back. That one, it's loves, I love anyway. But I have a great lady right over here, so.
We
there you
love
go.
your
We
lady.
love
Yes.
you.
Yeah, I can't wait to do this. I mean, I love doing the morning show, but my heart and soul was Doo-Wop Drive. And to be able to do it, and by the way, the trivia questions that we did on the morning show, that's going to continue on the Doo-Wop show. So I have some great ones for you guys. But to be able to keep this music going, and I mean, a lot of people say keep the music alive. You could be alive and on a respirator. I want to see this music thrive.
Thrive, yeah.
I want to see it popular again like it should be. And I have an 80s song that I absolutely love, and that is Morse Code of Love.
Oh, me too. Yes. Okay.
Believe it or
All
not.
right. All right, you
it
can
was-
start playing
came out
some
in
80s.
1982.
You're right. You're right.
Right, 1982.
And
Didn't you
Okay.
interview someone from Morse Code of Love or did something?
I've interviewed.
But
I don't
we play
remember.
that.
So many.
Mike
MK.
D'Amore.
That's a Capri
Well, yeah.
song.
MK, come on.
Oh, my final thoughts. I'm just very, very excited about the whole thing, and I think it's really cool that I'm going to be able to do vinyl again. It's been a long time since I queued up a record, but that's the fun part of it.
Yeah, that's gonna be
And
That's cool.
see where it goes from here.
Yeah.
I'm just very, very
That's
excited
cool.
about it.
Okay,
And
that's
thrilled to be
cool.
That is
doing a show again because I really miss being on the air.
That's so cool.
That is cool.
Final thoughts? Mr. Jim?
Let's go to the other movie thing, all right? Nothing's going to stop us now.
No, I like that.
Okay, that was great. That's it?
That's it.
All right, that was great. All right.
Jer?
So, all right, my final thoughts here. So, first of all, I want to thank our listening audience. So, I mean, we've got Luann, we've got Lynn, and we've got my favorite Jackson right there, baby. You know what, Jackson? Come over here. Come behind
Come
the
behind-
camera
behind
and wave to
Jerry.
everybody because we love Jackson. Yes, he did it. Woo! All right, Jackson. Very cool.
No, you can't do that.
No,
Oh,
he's
right.
fine. We love you,
Wind
Jackson.
him up, and there he goes.
That was very cool. So, Miss Ava Holly, so I want to thank you, honoring me here, being your co-host, so you know how much I love you. My sister from another mister here.
That's it, baby.
Okay, she's amazing. And I just want to thank our guests because I love each and every one of you. And now that I got to meet MK, this is so cool. And the vinyl thing, everybody, Jim Durkins, Memories Music Radio. Yes.
Find it on memoriesmusic.us. And I want to reiterate all that you said. Thank you, Jerry, my sister from another mister. Thank you guys for being
Of
here.
course. We'll
Thanks
see everybody at
our
Lead East.
studio audience. Shout out to Ruben Rodriguez and Iron Horse Films,
Oh.
who's now doing some. We're going to see him in some movies, so
Yep.
we're really excited about that. And of course, Doc G and everybody here at Hamilton Radio. So
Don't-
find
don't
us on
forget-
Facebook.
I got to say something else about Ruben, guys. So he's now doing audiobooks.
Oh yeah,
So my book is now on audio with my voice. Okay? Here's the thing. Simon & Schuster wanted to do it with someone else's voice. And I was like, absolutely not. Okay? It's my passion. It had to be me. And he did an amazing job. So if any authors out there are interested and you want your book done audio with your voice, please, please reach out.
I'm going to have him work on my book. And we also had Karen Adams.
That's
so shout
right.
out to Karen and the Stanley Adams story and the challenges and triumphs of Stefan Adams. She
Yep.
raised two autistic children, and
Yep.
they golf, they swim, they're in Junior Olympics, they do all kinds of stuff. And she wrote a book about both of them.
Yep.
And
Yep, I
and
met her.
Ruben has put it on audio. So
Amazing.
that's great. So yeah, so reach out to Jerry, reach out to me. If you can reach out to these guys for what they're doing, reach out. Otherwise, reach out to us, and we'll get you connected with them.
And lastly, don't forget, you want to see the groups, you want to meet the musicians, you want to see Alan, Lead East, August 27th to the 31st, the Parsippany Hilton, all right?
And they'll be debuting on the 29th, right?
Yes, 29th,
To come
leadeast.net.
see
You
them.
can go on the webpage, you can see what's going on. You can call, reserve rooms. hang out for the whole weekend. It's one oldies weekend of music and old cars. And believe me, once you get there, you're not going to want to leave.
We have people from all over the country. So if you're somewhere other than near New Jersey, come over. I mean, Jersey's lovely this time of year. Come.
It's,
the cars are
New York's
incredible.
not far from Lead East, New York.
908-876-9100.
Right.
There you
Call
go.
and reserve your spot.
There you go, guys. All right, we're going to wrap it up. Let's thrive in 2025. Stay faithful, be kind, and we'll see you next month on the Casual Chat.